Interop has been a labor of love, for me anyway, I hope also for Urs and others who've been involved in it, and it very much has been a collaborative book writing process. And actually it started not at all as a book writing process, it started as a research project at the Berkman Center for Internet and Society at Harvard University, and it was one like many others that we have at the Berkman Center, which is meant to be a way for faculty and staff and fellows and students to work together to explore an important topic. And interoperability is something that in policy debates about the internet comes up all the time. And it's a little bit like motherhood and apple pie. It's good. We all want interoperability. And Urs and I and others decided that maybe it was worth a closer look. What do we mean when we say interoperability? And is there one standard way to define it? Is there one way to understand it? And is there a theoretical framework for thinking about it and then ways to apply it in practice? And so the book project really came out of a classic research project where we were looking at the IT aspects of interoperability, and we turned it into a joint project between two research centers, actually the research center in University of St. Gallen that we have worked with for a long time and which Urs was previously the director of. And so we were working across the Atlantic to try to do this, and we had a series of workshops, and we had lots of interns and fellows and others working on the project. And what happened was we got really excited about the topic beyond the papers that we wrote in that particular research endeavor initially, which was 6 or 7 years ago, and we started to see interop cases everywhere. We started to see interop in our everyday life in ways that we thought really extended the project beyond something that was a couple of white papers into something that we thought was a book project. So we then approached some publishers and said, would you be willing to publish a book on this? And sure enough, there were some, and our friends at Basic Books agreed to put out Interop. And then we wrote this book together, Urs and I, over several years, seeking to take this very geeky technical topic of interoperability and turn it into something that is more focused on